Hi, so it's Rett Syndrome Awareness Month, and I want to tell you a little bit about what Rett Syndrome is. Rett Syndrome is a genetic disorder that is found on the X chromosome on the gene MECP2. And there's about 90 different mutations that you can have on this gene. So there's definitely a variety in Rett Syndrome in terms of severity. And most of the children with Rett Syndrome are diagnosed between like 6 to 18 months. And usually there was some type of regression in motor skills. Now, although Rett Syndrome is commonly seen in girls, there are boys diagnosed with Rett Syndrome as well. And some of the characteristic things you're going to see are delayed speech, digestive issues, some repetitive hand-wringing, issues with gait, and some types of seizures that we even call them Rett episodes in some of the children affected by Rett's. But one thing I will tell you, and you'll see this in the video, when you work with a child with Rett syndrome, they look into your soul like no one else you'll ever work with. They might not have language, but they have connection and such deep emotion when you finally understand them and connect with them. So I hope in these videos you can see what's possible. Working on forward weight shift. Just like you noticed when she was climbing on the stairs, she has trouble initiating that forward weight shift. Now let's see if she's motivated to get in the water, she might initiate a forward weight shift to jump in.
By yourself. I don't know. Last week.
Just remember, when you work with individuals with Rett syndrome, you've got to allow that processing time. She's listening and she's thinking about it and she's trying. Just giving a little assist, and there she goes. And she turns, she gets a little prompt but doesn't even need it, and then takes the side safely. What a Getting a rollover is a really important swim skill benchmark. So practicing on the thick noodle, where Maggie feels supported, is a great place to start. And then Michelle is prompting with her hands the roll. Maggie can do it right off the noodle and move into her independent swimming. Notice the hand placement. Michelle starts at the core and then moves distal to the knees, and then just tries to prompt it inconsistently with random taps and prompts so she can feel what it's like to motor plan the rollover on her own. Swimming independently is very important to Maggie. So one of the obstacles is the breathing. She stays underwater and swims but doesn't know how to come up for a breath. So by giving her a thicker noodle for support, she's able to use the support of the noodle to practice coming up for air and then going down for bubble, 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 bubble. So this is where NDT comes into play. The forward weight shift, leaning to one side so she can lift, lean to the other side so she can lift.
And then I use it.
And then Maggie, can you stand up here? You'll hold the knee.
No, I usually get out and then I do what you
and then a weight shift, turn, and move.
Yeah.
Bye. Maggie's a star. Right? She is.